But in this next topic, the EV war continues, and Kia, with their EV6, unfortunately, looks like their sales have been derailed and they've dropped a lot in sales. We'll talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get the best Tesla buying guide out there that has all the links of all the different financing and everything. But definitely check it out, link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. So shout out to Inside EVs. We can see right here on the screen, Kia EV sales derailed for April 2023, down 53% for the month. And this makes sense. I mean, because Tesla did massive price drops very recently. And so people probably thinking about buying this car, they probably looked at the Model Y competitor. And of course, Kia through the dealer network might have some sort of markup. And so probably a lot of people were like, you know what, I'm just going to save myself $10,000 and get a Model Y instead. But really the only shining star of this vehicle, because this is not surprising to me, because when I shopped for this vehicle, some of the quotes I was getting was 55, 60, maybe even 70K price, not MSRP, markup price. And so it's tough. And then on top of that, this vehicle does not have any sort of free supercharging in compared to its sister competitor, the Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 actually has like a few years of free charging through Electrify America, which makes it even more compelling. And this vehicle starts at an MSRP of $41,500. But of course, there's dealer markup with it, unfortunately, and a lot of different ways that you're going to pay more for this vehicle. But the Kia vehicle, the Kia vehicle definitely looks a lot better in my opinion. I mean, they both kind of look interesting, but doesn't have free charging, and I can easily see how this vehicle have sold a lot less vehicles down over the year. But and also on top of that, I probably lost the 7,500 in federal tax credit. And so if you're out there, if you're wondering like what which vehicles qualify for the tax credit and which vehicles don't, you can actually go to this website, fueleconomy.gov, where you can take a look at all the different vehicles that potentially could qualify. You can see we put it after April 18th, and here are all the different vehicles on the list. And unfortunately, Kia, Hyundai are not on this list, and really only the Model Y gets the full 7,500, and the Model 3 Performance, and of course ID4 for Volkswagen, and a handful of other vehicles out there that maybe even the Ford Lightning, F-150 Lightning, and vehicles that aren't even out yet, like the Equinox and Blazer. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Did you actually ever shop for a Kia EV6 at one point, or even the Ioniq 6 or Ioniq 5? And let me know what your thoughts on it. Did you actually test drive it, and was it better, nicer? It's probably built more sturdier than a Tesla, because Tesla, it is what it is, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, so definitely check it out if you're interested.